Hello everyone. I am Meena Gupta, PGT Computer Science, Kendriya Vidyalaya Noida, Regional Office Agra. This video lesson is on Introduction to Computer Networks, Part 1. This is for 12th IP. In this lesson, we will learn the topics Introduction to Networks, the various types of networks and the various topologies. First of all, what is computer network? So just like in our daily life, we have networking with our friends and relatives. Similarly, computer network is a system in which multiple devices, including computers, printers, scanners, are connected to each other to share information and resources. These connections can be through cables or telephone lines or infrared light beams. Networking is done to ensure hardware sharing, data, information, files and software sharing, plus we can do communication. But there is a disadvantage also. We need to concern about the security and the viruses. If we are using our computer in a standalone manner, then there is no probability of coming viruses or anybody can hack our information. But if the computer is connected to a network, then these problems arises. So again, these are few advantages of computer network. These are the applications of computer network which we observe in our daily life. Now, what are types of networks? So, according to the geographical area covered, the networks are divided into four types: PAN, LAN, MAN and WAN. Before we proceed with the types of network, let's have a brief idea about the transmission media. Transmission or communication media is the medium through which the data will travel from one device to another device. So this communication media may be wired, which is called guided media, or wireless, which is also called unguided. So in wired media, we have three types of cables: twisted pair, coaxial cable and optical fiber. In wireless media, we have radio waves, microwave, infrared and satellite. The smallest network is PAN, Personal Area Network, which is used to connect the personal digital devices like mobile or any other device. It can be established within a room up to few meters only. It can be wired or wireless. Bluetooth is an example of PAN. Through USB also we transfer data. This is also example of PAN. Again, when we use TV or AC remotes, that is also example of a PAN. Second type of network is LAN, local area network, which is up to few hundred meters, maybe within a building or within adjacent buildings. So up to 1 kilometer we can consider LAN. Within a school lab we have LAN. Within a school, in fact, all the rooms, if they are connected together, that forms a LAN, that is a personal network, private network, LAN. Its speed is between 10 Mbps to 10 Gbps. LAN can again be wired or wireless. For connecting computers on a LAN, we need to have a networking device like hub or switch, and using a suitable topology, we may connect the computers. Next type of network is MAN, Metropolitan Area Network. It is a high-speed network that spans a city or a large campus. It is owned and operated by a single organization but may be used by multiple organizations. It can cover 5 to 50 kilometer area. The example of MAN is telephone company network that provides a high-speed DSL to customers, and the cable TV network we have in our home is an example of MAN. So in a city, various LANs are connected using a man. The largest type of network is WAN, wide area network, which can cover the entire continent. It can connect different countries or whole of the world. The most popular example of WAN is the internet. And in the figure, we can see various MANs are connected through a wide area network WAN. Other examples of WAN are railway reservation, airline reservation are also example of WAN. Next topic is topology. Topology का मतलब है कि कंप्यूटर्स जो हम नेटवर्क पे एक दूसरे के साथ कनेक्ट कर रहे हैं उनको किस मेथड से कनेक्ट कर रहे हैं, किस स्टाइल से कनेक्ट कर रहे हैं. And with each type of topology we have different type of advantages and disadvantages. So the topologies are star, bus, ring, tree and mesh. Star topology. As we can see in this diagram, there is a central node called hub or switch through which all the computers or other devices like printer is connected. This is the central node. Now each device has a dedicated point-to-point link to the central node hub. Transmission is done only through this central node. If this computer wants to transmit data to this computer, it will pass through this central node. So in this, the biggest disadvantage is if this central hub is non-functional, then the entire network is dead. And it also requires more cable than any other topology because each device is individually connected to the central hub. Advantages are installation and configuration are easy. It is robust because if one of the computer is not working, the rest of the network still can function. Easy fault identification and isolation and easy expansion means we can add more nodes. If any node is not working, we can identify and isolate it. This star topology is often used in high-speed local area networks where number of devices are less. Then it gives better performance. Next topology is bus topology. It is a multi-point topology and one long cable is used as a backbone through which by tapping all the devices are connected. It allows only one device to transmit at a time. So this is, and at both the ends we have terminators. So the signal is transmitted through the length of the cable and it is picked up by the device for which it is sent. Advantages are ease of installation and less cabling is required. The minimum cabling is required in bus topology. Disadvantages are difficult reconfiguration and fault isolation, difficult to add new devices. If any fault in backbone, it will stop entire transmission. Third topology is ring topology. The signal is passed in one particular direction from one device to another. To add or delete a new device, we only need to change two connections. But the disadvantage is it unidirectional. The signal traffic is unidirectional and break in a single ring can break the entire network. Suppose this computer is not working, then the signal will not pass through this and it will not go beyond this computer. So the entire network will also fail. And each node, each computer in ring topology also works like a repeater. The signal is received with this node and it is repeated again for the next node. Advantages are easy to install and reconfigure. Fault identification is also easy. Next topology is tree topology. It is also called star bus topology. It can connect multiple star networks and this is frequently used to organize the computer in a corporate networks. Advantages are it is scalable and easy maintenance and fault finding. Disadvantage is huge cabling is needed, a lot of maintenance required. On the failure of a hub, the entire network will fail. If the central node is not working, the root node, the entire network will fail. Tree network is very difficult to configure than any other networks. And the last type of topology is mesh topology. This has point-to-point link between every two nodes. As we can see from here, each node, suppose there are 6 nodes in this diagram, then this computer is connected to all the 5 computers with a separate link. So each node is connected with 5 nodes. This node is also having 5 connections with each of the 5 computers. So advantages are, since it uses dedicated links which carry only its own data, so there is no traffic problem. It is robust. If any of the link get damaged, it has alternate routes. It gives privacy and security for the message because it is point to point from one computer to other computer through a dedicated line. Fault identification and fault isolation are easy. Disadvantages are the amount of cabling and the number of I/O ports required are very large because each computer should have 5 ports behind to connect the wires with these 5, and lots of cabling is required. Hardware required to connect each device is also highly expensive. The applications of mesh topology is telephone, regional office, and in wide area networks this topology is used. How to choose the right topology? So these are the factors like money, how much cable is required, what is the future growth plans, and the cable type. So these factors will decide what type of topology we should go for. Full mesh topology is theoretically the best since every device is connected to every other device, thus maximizing speed and security, but very expensive to install and configuration is also very difficult. Thank you, and I hope you enjoyed this session. Thank you so very much.